Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why.
Shot a buck, got him down.
What day?
It's the last day of a 6-day hunt. Haven't been seeing a lot of movement since day one, but she turned around today, which is why you stick her out. Huh?
Good man, good man. He made a hell of a shot. 340 probably, I think. 325, Good shot. You center punched him. Walked up to your buck. Congrats, Justin. Look at that Roman nose on that boy.
Yeah.
I've never seen this deer. I don't have trail cam pictures of him.
Big bodied sucker.
You center punched him. Oh, well done.
All right.
What do you think?
I like it.
You okay with that?
Oh yeah.
Good. Way to stick her out, man. Stick her out right to the end. We've been in lockdown all week for almost all these guys' hunts, and these boys just aren't moving. They haven't been. They've been tied up with does, and we knew that it was going to break out sooner or later. And sure enough, day 6, he turned right around. Nice big mature 8-point buck. Cool stuff. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks for sticking her out.
I could tell it was an 8, I think. But
Yeah.
like I said, 6.5 power. I just gave him the yell to stop him, and knew not much time there. So.
And it worked? Did he stop?
Mess around. Yeah.
Did he stop right in his tracks?
Yep.
Did he look your way, the other way, straight? Yeah.
My way. Yep.
He saw that floating turd up in the sky there?
Yep. So yeah, it wasn't but a second after that, and pulled the trigger.
Good stuff. We'll get down there with him a little bit and turn him around a little bit. I'll just get a little bit of video here and then we'll... Nice big 8-point. See how his, like, I mean, he's got the Roman nose, which is the giver, like the kicker, to tell you he's an old buck. But see his pedicles? See how they flatten out on the bottom? Yeah. That only happens on a mature buck. Well done, bud. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Way to stick it out. I like to see when clients get rewarded. They're having a tough hunt. You know, we just tell them, you just got to hang in there, man. It's a matter of time. It's not an easy hunt. It's mentally demanding and grueling, but you stuck it out there and we're on point, and when he came across, you made her count.
Awesome.
Good stuff. I'll snap a couple quick field photos here and then we'll pull them out to the line and get some more video footage. Okay, congrats.
Thanks.
2019 AWGS rifle whitetail wolf hunts, and we have Justin Rosich from Nevada up on his first hunt with AWGS. He's up with a group of 4 other buddies, and one of his other buddies, Luke, has killed a deer a couple days ago. And this is the last day, day 6. It's been slow. We've been in the middle of lockdown, right in the middle of the guy's hunt. And we just been saying, hang in there, boys, hang in there, because when they spit out of it, stuff's gonna happen. And this morning, Justin took this beautiful mature 8-point with this big Roman nose. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your hunt and how things went down this morning?
Yeah, hunt's been great. Been a little bit slow, like you said, over the last 5 days, but definitely picked up this morning. But you kept everybody in it and motivated and focused, and everybody well fed at the lodge and good night's sleep, so can't complain at all about that. And yeah, this morning, fairly early, a couple hours into daylight, had this guy just cruising by like you said they would, and pretty quick got on him and got a shot off, and it was a good shot, and he only went maybe what, 30-40 yards or so into the trees?
Yeah, maybe 50 yards, but you made a hell of a shot. I mean, he's absolutely center punched him.
332 yards with 6.5 power. Didn't even have time to turn the scope up, but
good man.
It was enough.
Living testament, folks.
Yep. So yeah, great buck, old buck, good mass. Like you said, big Roman nose. happy as hell with him.
Good stuff.
Thank you, and thank all the guys, and it was a good trip for sure.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming up. We appreciate the patronage, and we're just glad that lockdown ended when it did, and you're able to get this deer. And while we're sitting here taking pictures, we got Justin's father John is just down around the corner on another section, or sorry, father-in-law. My bad. We got to get that straight. John's is down around the corner, and we heard a shot, and I just got a call from him. So he shot at a buck at 200 yards and hunched up. So maybe we're going to double down here. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, congrats.
Thanks.
So where do you think he went in exactly?
Up there.
He's
right. I can see his
It's
tracks
pretty
there.
hard to tell when
He
you
went up
shoot
and around the corner.
That's got over that log. You don't really know how much.
Got some mass on it.
Yeah, that's a good deer.
I'll take this.
So John, tell us what happened.
Well,
We could see his deer dead over there, but we're not going to go in just yet.
the last day. As I mentioned earlier, I saw a doe and a yearling come off right in the path here behind us and go to the west. So I was really watching this side to the north through this cut, and this buck came from the west and started across. Made it about halfway across. I was set up on the rest, expecting something to come from this side, and so I was ready. All I had to do was basically raise my gun and fired the shot, and he continued into the trees. I could see through the scope it looked like he hunched, so I thought I must have hit him, and here we are. Son-in-law Mo scored earlier on a beautiful buck, so great last day.
What a great day.
Can't get any better than this.
Way to finish, eh?
Big smiles all the way around on this, don't you think, Mo?
Heck yeah.
Thank goodness lockdown.
We're delighted.
Thank goodness lockdown ended. Knew it was going to, just in time.
So you think the activity we're seeing now is definitely indicative of lockdown?
Guaranteed, because he had a big mature buck cross all by himself on his, and you got a mature buck to cross it. And it's literally like that. When it happens, it's like a switch. Someone turns a switch. Everywhere you go, you see big mature buck tracks cruising, because they know that it's a diminishing returns on finding does. They have to put on the miles. They quit waiting. They're going.
Well, this guy clearly, when he came across the cut, he had his head down. He was smelling. He was looking for whatever he could detect. And I don't know whether this doe that went over here, whether maybe he had picked up on that one.
Maybe. It's possible. Yeah.
Initially, and then he'd continued on. But
Oh yeah. Super. I'll pan around here and you can see.
20 yards, that's it.
yeah,
Deadly.
We got a buck right there, so we're gonna go in and have a look. Looks like he's got a pretty decent frame on him.
Good mass for sure, as you can tell from here.
Go ahead, sir. It's your deer. We'll follow you.
Lead us in.
Yeah, there's where you hit him right here.
Yeah.
He went all of 20 yards.
this is his track right here.
Yep.
See the blood?
Yep.
Little dribble there. I know you're colorblind, but
No, I can. I am colorblind, but nonetheless, I can see the dribbles on there. This is really clean.
yep.
Two mature bucks in the last day.
Wow, that's a great buck. 10.
Healthy on the foot. That's a nice. No eye guards, but
Oh, we got a trail cam picture of this guy. Remember I said this guy said he was a 10 and he was sparring with that little spike? by a trail cam.
Oh, was that him?
That's on the trail cam right over here. Oh, nice deer.
That's
Oh
a
yeah.
great deer.
Look at his mass. That's a 5-year-old deer for sure. Just his mass coming out of his beams.
Yeah, yeah, he does have some decent.
Well done.
Heck yeah.
Good job there, Mr. Gianoli.
Amazing. Super. What do you think, Mo?
Heck yeah.
Well, we'll get this guy back out. We're gonna take some individual pictures of your deer here, down on the right here, and some video here, and then we're gonna take both the bucks back up top, and we're gonna get some video and pictures of both you guys together. Good stuff. Good work, boys. Hey, way to hang in there, boys. I really appreciate that.
Were you happy with the age then?
Oh, 100%. It's a mature deer.
This is what we're.
It's a mature deer.
You know, the body, you could see that he was.
Yeah, he wasn't a small deer.
He wasn't a small deer when he was coming through there, and he was on a mission.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is another indication,
Yep.
I guess, that a mature buck. Yeah, very cool.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great
this
buck.
is really neat. Here,
Yeah, his little crab claws he's got going on there.
Little crab claw fronts. I guess that, like saying, technically makes him a 10.
He's a 10.
He's a 10.
Oh, he actually, he's a 9. He's missing a brow tine on his right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Yes,
you
he
go.
is, huh?
Neat buck.
Yeah.
Good stuff, boys. Congrats.
Heavy? How much do you think this sucker weighs?
Huh?
250?
This is like a 265. This is average mature buck size.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll see when we get the two bucks beside each other.
Kind of spun around.
Yeah. Well, he was done. You absolutely hammered him, because he literally went from where you hit him to here, like maybe 25 yards. Nice deer.
You have to roll him over to see where it's hit. But
Yeah. 2019 AWGS Rifle Whitetail Wolf Hunts. We have John Gianoli from Ely, Nevada up on his first hunt with us. And as we mentioned in the previous video, we heard John shot, and he called and said that he felt pretty good about a shot he made on a buck, and he's taken this beautiful mature 10-point. Why don't you tell us about your hunt and about this morning's events, John?
Well, this is the last day of our hunt. I've seen multiple good bucks that I passed on. This particular deer was about 200 yards north of the stand that I was in. I had seen some does earlier that morning, so I was really tuned in to watching to the north where this deer was. He came out of the trees on the west side and went across the cut in front of me, and as I say, I was pretty ready because of seeing the other deer, and made a single shot. I could see through the scope that he hunched when I took the shot, so I was comfortable that it was a good, well-placed shot. The deer went into the trees here probably 20 yards, and we retrieved it, so that made everybody happy. It was easy to retrieve, so I'm absolutely ecstatic. It's a beautiful deer. Like I mentioned Dean earlier, it's kind of surreal. You think about doing this and getting a nice buck like this, but when it happens, it's very, very moving. So I appreciate everything that Dean and his outfit have done for myself and my son-in-law Justin, who also got a buck this morning. So this is a day which will never be forgotten.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations to both of you guys. It was a pleasure having your entire group in camp. You guys are a real pleasure to have in camp, and we really appreciate the fact that you guys just hung in there. You know, lockdown was going on. Deer sightings were not where they normally are, but we broke out of it in a big way this morning. So once again, Craig, congrats on your great buck. You made a fantastic shot, and we'll get this guy back up the hill, and we'll get both bucks together and get a little bit of footage.
I'd have to say that Dean's IQ went up precipitously today when these two bucks came out in front of us. So he's a very smart guy. We appreciate.
Sometimes it just takes a little time to make believers, so hopefully we've made a couple.
That little persistence.
Good stuff. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Hey, look at this motley crew over here.
Good job, John.
Here you go. Where's
Thank
my
you
saw?
much.
Where's my saw? We found it, thanks to Justin.
Spent a couple days hacking out this line.
Yeah, this was solid trees before Pete started with his saw. It paid off.
No wonder you go through so many saws.
None of that's what I've been here.
That's why he steals all the muffins every day. Congrats, John. That's a great buck.
Yeah,
well done.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
The horn then would be what they rub on apparently.
Nope. No, it has more to do with blood.
Oh really?
Yeah. And the area where they're rubbing. Because the blood stains, because our soils are darker, typically darker. So when they get rid of their velvet around the dark soil, he'll stain it. If you look where they've rubbed, their antlers are actually lighter because they rubbed the darkness off.
Oh, up on the,
Look down on the basis.
yeah. Okay.
2019 AWGS rifle whitetail wolf hunts. And last day we had a father-in-law or a father-son-in-law, son-father-in-law, whatever you want to call it, depends on your perspective. John and Justin took a couple of great bucks up here on the same line, about a half-mile apart from each other. That must be a special day, hey boys?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Got one for the record book. We won't be forgetting this one.
No,
Ever.
Nice stuff. Tell us a little bit about how it went down, Justin.
Got in this morning in the stand before light. Just kind of hung tight, waited it out, and saw a nice bull moose this morning, which was cool. It's first moose of the trip, so wanting to see one of those, I did. And not too long after that, this guy stepped out across the line and got one in him, and good shot, and didn't go far.
Nice, good stuff. And John, you heard some shooting this morning, and then you did a little of your own?
Yeah, I was in the blind down the way, I guess maybe half a mile. I was delighted when I heard Justin cut loose. It was obvious it was him. I thought, well, that was a good thing. We were kind of texting back and forth and waiting for Dean to come up. And so I was sitting there. Shortly after that, a couple does came over the horizon that I was watching, and so I was clued in, and pretty soon out of the west, this guy came up out of the bottom and across the cut line and was able to put one good shot on him. He only went into the trees maybe 20 yards, so it was an easy retrieval, nice clean issue. So that's exactly the way you always want to be able to do it. So fantastic day.
Good stuff, boys. Well done. That's pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Congrats again on finishing off real strong on this final day.
Yeah, worked out well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. Congrats, boys.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.